Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 1st. This week, we're going to jump right in here. You have this silence card. It says, move in silence while you continue to build. Silence is the best way to increase your personal power. You have this unseen card. It says, though you don't see it, now there's something better. Sometimes you need to wander to understand the clarity that follows. So I feel for a lot of you, there could be something good coming in for you. Let's see. You have the Seven of Cups, as always. I feel like every single reading I do for you since the beginning of time has been all about the Seven of Cups. So I kind of feel like you need to stop wondering. This card says wander on it, but I feel like you need to stop wondering about how something is going to turn out, and you need to manifest it in your reality. You know, the Seven of Cups, he's got those 7 cups, but there are good things and bad things in those cups, and he can daydream about it all day long until the cows come home. You have this cow card over here, but until he actually manifests something into reality, he's not going to know how something is going to turn out. So I feel it's time for you to kind of like bring some sort of goal, wish, or dream down to earth and make it happen. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. And if you do that, I think it'll lead to a lot of happiness. You have 2 sevens here. 2 sevens represent internal fears that don't exist. So I feel it's time for you to release the fear as well, especially if you're dreaming or daydreaming about something. It could be anything: love, money, business, spirituality, whatever. But I feel like you need to find out how something is going to go. See, the thing is I feel like you've experienced enough where you are. The Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is my card that says, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it worth it to keep working on what you've been working on, or is there something better? Or is it worth it to keep investing energy into your current place in life? Or again, is there something else, like a change that you desire to have, or something that you want to experience? And the Seven of Pentacles, really, it can go both ways. So, again, if you're working on something in your life and things are going well, then keep going. If you're working on something in life and you feel like you want more growth, then make a change. The choice is yours with the Seven of Pentacles. So that's what I'll say there. The thing is that you have the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles says you're very close to kind of wrapping something up. He only has like one more pentacle to work on here, and he is almost done. Sometimes with the Eight of Pentacles, I feel that you need to look up and see how much work you have done. So if you are like doubting yourself, or doubting that you're going to be able to have something that you want, or if you're doubting that you're going to be able to, create the life you desire, I would just, put things into perspective. This last card here says, look at the big picture. So I feel for a lot of you, that kind of like zooming out and seeing just what you've accomplished so far in your life would probably be very beneficial for you, and would really put things into perspective. Eight of Pentacles is also material success on the horizon. And so if you've been working on, projects, businesses, whatever you've been working on for a while, and you've been hoping for like money or a result, then this could be money or a result. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Knight of Swords here, which I'm laughing because you have these 2 Knight of Swords. Normally the Knight of Swords goes this way, but they're like facing each other. And the Knight of Swords can represent jumping to conclusions and needing to make sure that you don't jump to conclusions, which I definitely feel here. So no jumping to conclusions. I would also say no rushing or no rushing thoughts. I think it would be better to get the evidence that... But, it would be better, whatever you're dreaming of, I think it would be better to not assume how things are going to turn out. The Knight of Swords, again, it kind of gives me that airy energy of just thinking, oh, I know how, this relationship or this person or this work idea that I have, I already know how it's going to turn out. But I feel like this is saying, no, you don't. So I think it's time for you to like put things in, bring things into the world. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Swords. So 777 is showing up here. The Seven of Swords is about, tactics. So it can say that there are other ways of doing things. And right next to it, we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords also says you're only seeing one way to do something when there are many ways to do anything that you want in life. So I would stay flexible, stay open, stay flexible in how you accomplish your goals, wishes, dreams, and I think that will probably help you out the most here, Aquarius. This first row is pretty simple. I think it's saying like, let go of the fears and get to work on whatever it is that you're looking at. I feel like you're looking at something here. I feel like you see something that you want to commit to. This is the Four of Wands, but it doesn't have to be love. This could just be, really, I feel for a lot of you, just some sort of victory with the Ace of Swords, or it's something that you see could be a victory in your life. And so I feel the Four of Wands is just saying commit to whatever this is. The Four of Wands also represents kind of completion. It's a card of ending one cycle or stage in your life and moving to the next stage. So I look at the Four of Wands kind of as a finish line. It is a card of completion in the tarot. It just represents completing one thing and moving on to the next. And I feel like that's where you're at with the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Next, what are we doing? What's coming in for you at this time? You have this cow spirit, says the miracles are endless. You have this electric eel spirit, says bring your ideas to life. So whatever you're working on, I feel like you need to manifest those things by taking action with that electric eel spirit and giving things life, like electricity, giving it attention or energy. The cow spirit says, the miracles are endless. So if you have anything that you want to manifest or create, now is the time to get moving towards whatever that is. You have the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Hierophant. The Knight of Swords is kind of like a hasty energy or being too hasty or moving too quickly. So I would, slow things down. I feel like this is more your thoughts. I think some of you are thinking, oh, I want this goal, wish, or dream, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. But it's like you're getting ahead of yourself. And so I feel like this is saying there's no need to, rush something into existence. You can take your time, kind of like see how things go, start, slowly building upon your ideas or whatever, and things will work much better. This horse right here is meant to look stressed out. So he is the one that is stressing that horse out. And so there's no need to be stressed, right? I would just take your time and don't make a big deal out of something. Even the Seven of Swords, normally on the Seven of Swords, the guy has polka dots on his cloak, and polka dots in the tarot represent, kind of taking things too seriously or making a bigger deal out of something than it actually is. And I get a little bit of that energy here. I feel it's saying there's no need to make a bigger deal out of something than it actually is. You have the Eight of Swords. Again, I kind of, in these first two rows, I feel like your thoughts are getting the best of you. I think your thoughts are making you feel stuck or, something. I don't know what I was going to say there, Aquarius. I was going to say something else, but I feel like your thoughts are kind of keeping you prisoner here, and you need to set yourself free from your thoughts. She's standing in this shallow pool of water, and it kind of represents shallow emotions. It doesn't say you are shallow. It just says that you are probably making a bigger deal out of something than it actually is. And, once you manifest whatever this is into reality with that Seven of Cups, I feel you'll be like, what was I worried about this whole entire time? Or why was I worried about this thing, this goal, or whatever you see as a victory? Again, I'm speaking very generally here because I feel like whatever it is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords literally could be anything. It's just a goal, wish, dream that you have a victory with, or it's a victory that you desire to have in your life. So again, it's going to be different for all of you. I'm reading for a bunch of you, but I feel like you need to get moving. Here's the cow in your reading, right? Taurus with the Hierophant. So the Hierophant represents blessings. And, that card there says the miracles are endless. And I do feel like there could be a lot big miracles coming in for you. He's making the symbol right here with his hands, which represents a blessing. And so I feel you are being blessed, or the universe, it's like the universe wants to bless you at this time, but I feel like you have to step outside of the Eight of Swords, like set yourself free to be able to get this blessing in your life in the first place. The Hierophant is also about learning, and he has 3 stages to his crown. They represent initiation, apprenticeship, and mastery, and it's kind of like, you getting to that next stage, no matter where you are on the journey, it could be a little nerve-wracking, or it could make you nervous or worried or, whatever. So let's see. I want to see where this is going. So let's go. With the Knight of Swords, you have the King of Wands here. King of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, kind of like being a visionary as well. We go down here to the Two of Wands, and, the King of Wands and the Two of Wands are both cards of taking the lead in your life. So on one hand, I feel like you are taking the lead on a visionary idea that is going to lead to a victory, but probably having to, set yourself free to accomplish this. I also feel like you could be attracting a person who is kind of like a King of Wands, King of Cups mix. They could be a fire sign or a water sign, but they could be very bold, assertive, confident, hardworking, have solid emotions as well. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles says it's time to let go of a comfort zone so you can have something you want. So I do feel it is time to let go of some sort of comfort zone in your life. I actually feel pretty good about this as well. For a lot of you, I feel like you could be stabilizing your finances. So on one hand, I do think it's a comfort zone thing, but on the other hand, I feel this is you kind of stabilizing your emotions, or you could be stabilizing your emotions with the King of Cups, which could be leading to better finances. With the Hierophant, you have the Empress here. And so the Empress says you're very attractive at this time. I would definitely get out there if you're looking for love, for sure. The Empress is also a lot of abundance, and also Taurus. So clearly there are blessings or miracles in your abundance, or how abundant you are. I feel like you've attracted this. We go up to the Magician, and the Magician says that you have attracted, whatever's going on here. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have the Simplicity card and this Forgiveness card. I would just keep things simple. And especially, if you're trying to attract love, for example, I do get the feeling in the whole entire reading that you're making things too complicated. You could be thinking like, oh, this person's going to require this, that, and the other thing. But I feel like you are attracting a very simple person, a person who really doesn't require much. I feel like they're just very simple, very straightforward. It's like what you see is what you get, is what I'm hearing here. So again, I wouldn't like overcomplicate something. I kind of get the feeling some of you could be putting a person on a pedestal as well. And so, again, don't do that. I would just keep it simple. The forgiveness part is, I feel like you have to forgive yourself for the times where you haven't taken action on your dreams, and just keep moving forward. You have the Ace of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. The Ace of Swords is a victory or success coming in for you. The Ace of Swords kind of like cuts both ways. So on one hand, I feel like you're cutting things out of your life that no longer serve you. And then on the other, I feel like you're moving more towards victories. The Ace of Swords says you have to have laser-like focus on exactly what you want to get it. So I always look at the Ace of Swords as laser-like focus, being super, super focused on one thing and making it happen. And I kind of feel that's like a little bit of a hack for you this month. I would say the entire month. Yes, this is weekly reading, but I think the whole entire month, maybe even the whole entire summer, that just having that laser-like focus will help you accomplish things faster. You have the King of Cups. I do feel this could be a person. Again, doesn't have to be a water sign. Could be any sign that's coming in for you. I almost feel like this person, sometimes I feel with the King of Cups that they almost come off as having no emotions, but they actually have explored their emotions on such a deep level. They just don't react like most people to, things that are going on in life. They are usually very emotionally secure. So they express their emotions, but they're not like necessarily crying on your shoulder every single day. That's not how they express their emotions, because they have explored their emotions. So I feel like you could be attracting a very, emotionally healthy person. I also feel it's like a very stable person. He's sitting in these choppy waters, but he is perfectly fine. He is not worried about the choppiness that's going on around him, again, because he has stable emotions. He knows what he's capable of. He knows what he's not capable of, and he just stays focused. So you could be attracting a person like that. I also feel like you could be developing that type of energy where it's like it doesn't matter what's going on around you. You're focused on what you want, and you're going to accomplish it, which is great. You have the Eight of Cups. Like I said, with the Ace of Swords, you are walking away from things that no longer serve you. I feel like some of you have kind of gotten a taste of the good life, which I feel like I've said to you before, in past readings, that Aquarius has maybe you've done some things that are part of your dream, and now that you've gotten a taste of it, I feel that you are really trying to match the energy of whatever your dream life is. So it's like you're cutting the things out that would steal that energy from you. And again, this is a good thing, because being more focused on the energy that you actually want is going to lead to success. With the Ace of Swords, you have the Seven of Wands, all these sevens. You have every single seven now showing up in this reading. So Seven of Wands, the card of conviction. It says when you know that something is for you, it's for you. So it's about being very committed to making something happen. Again, laser-like focus. Once you commit to a vision, here, the King of Wands, also your vision. Once you make that full 110% commitment, that's when you will manifest it into your life with the Magician. With the King of Cups, you have the Hermit. Yeah, you could be attracting a little bit of a hermit. King of Cups people sometimes can be a little bit hermit-like. You know, they stay home, they're homebodies sometimes. They don't really, I think they're very, they're just happy to kind of, be home. So you could be attracting a person like that, or you could be attracting a person who is a little bit more withdrawn. This could also be you. I mean, you could be a little bit of a homebody too. So I don't know, if it works, it works. Who cares? With the Eight of Cups, you have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is about burdens, right? So I feel like you have or are currently releasing a lot of the burdens from your life. This is probably like setting you free or freeing up energy for you so that you can move towards the Magician, you manifesting what you want, plain and simple. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this card that says, don't let the past hold you back. You also have this full moon in Sag. It says, look at the bigger picture, which we kind of said at the beginning of the reading. You need to look at the big picture and see, look at your whole life and what you can accomplish. But I feel like it's more, again, maybe that's the wrong way to say it, because I feel that it's more a zooming out with the Eight of Pentacles. You need to see how much work you've done, because I think putting things into perspective like that will show you that something that you want is going to be much easier to accomplish than you think. You have the Magician, the Three of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. The Magician, again, is about manifesting something here on Earth. He is pointing down to the earth, and I feel instead of dreaming about something with the Seven of Cups, you need to manifest something here on Earth. He is also pointing to this card right here, and you have this one. Are you kidding? I literally said the word wonder at the beginning of the reading, and this card says wonders on it. You cannot make that up. So it's like you are wondering. That card said wandering on it with an A, but I feel like there's something about you wondering how something is going to turn out or what something could be. And it's like, this card I always say is like my iceberg card in this deck. It's like you see this, but you can't see everything that's below the surface. And that's kind of what I feel for you, Aquarius, is something you are wondering about. It's like there's much more below the surface. There's much more to the story. You have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles says teamwork makes the dream work. I like the Three of Pentacles for recognition as well. So you could be getting a lot of recognition for the work that you do in life, or you could be getting attention on the work that you're doing. I also feel like some of you need to put something out into the world. If you are a creator, as in you create something or you want to create something, could be a YouTube video, could be a piece of art or whatever, maybe it's a business, whatever it is, I think you need to do it. It's like you're holding yourself back. I see it in my head that you hold yourself back, and I feel like you have a lot to share. Hermit. The Hermit normally has the star in his lantern. He has a lot to share. He has learned a lot from his journey, and now he needs to put it out into the world. So, I would open your mouth. You have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is about taking the lead and really making something happen. So I do feel it is time for you to take the lead on things that you're working on here, or things that you want to create. I also feel it's time to leave a comfort zone so that you can change your life, plain and simple. There's no need to babble on about that Two of Wands. I think it's pretty clear. The whole entire reading is asking you to take the lead. So let's see what's going on for you. With the Magician, love it. You have the Four of Cups. I love this Four of Cups. This is from the White Sage Tarot. And you can see these three cups are pouring into one cup. So again, if you're attracting love or a connection, you could be attracting a person who really gives to the connection. And again, the King of Cups is usually like a giver or a person who really gives anyway. So that is good. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Hierophant marriage. So again, some of you you have the Hierophant twice. You could be attracting someone who you will marry. I would also say the Miracles are endless. You have that Miracles are endless card with the Hierophant twice. Both cards of blessings and receiving blessings. This isn't going to just magically happen, though, as I always say. With the Three of Pentacles, this would say that to get the miracles, you have to display something to the world with that Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is about showing your work. So whatever you've been working on, Eight of Pentacles, it's time to zoom out and see how far you've come. Even the Eight of Pentacles, right? He's mastering his craft. He is putting his work up, on display, but maybe he's not done yet. He still has that one pentacle to finish. So, but I feel like this is saying it's time for you to display something. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. With the Two of Wands, here you go. You have the Devil. This would actually, it's showing up in the good stuff, and so you could be removing toxic energy or something that is toxic from your life and moving towards a much more positive energy. I do also feel you could be attracting a Capricorn or a person with Capricorn in their chart. You have this broken wishbone. It says, wish will not be granted. I feel like this is, if you stay stuck, if you stay where you're at, just imagining this dream that you have, I feel like that's where the stuckness will come from. You have this eye card. It says psychic ability, trust your intuition. Your intuition is telling you something clearly. Here, I feel like that Ace of Swords could be messages, laser focused messages that are trying to guide you at this time. You have this bat. It says, take care, enemies are working against you. We have Mars going retrograde in your opposite sign at the end of the year in Leo. And I always tell people with Mars retrograde to ignore the negative Nellies, to ignore people who are, trying to cause gossip and all that other stuff. So I would just ignore it, plain and simple. You have this pail. It says, time to get out of a situation. Yeah, the whole entire reading says you are changing your situation is really what it's saying. So I don't really feel this is like a bad thing. I think this is just saying you're changing your situation. You have this rabbit. It says, too much concern with sexual matters. I would be careful of like past people at this time as well, especially if you have a person that's just like looking for sex or, only looking for one thing, maybe not looking for the whole package, right? So there you go. But this looks pretty good here, Aquarius. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.